Good morning, Truman. I wanted to come to you this morning and give you an update on the recent city council meeting, uh, explain some of the resolutions and what they're about, um, and just give you an update. To start off with, resolution number 1285 was a resolution giving me the opportunity, giving me permission to pursue grants and free funding to build or construct a public park at Mulberry Street. This park potentially would include a fishing park, a fishing pond with ADA compliant docks where wheelchairs could go out onto the docks, approximately 1 mile walking trail, several pavilions with picnic tables and barbecue grills, um, bathrooms on both sides, a small bait shop that would allow people to purchase bait or rent um, fishing poles or rod and reels and possibly even kayaks. Uh, the whole deal, plus it would have sidewalks and it would be gated. It's fenced. It would be open in the mornings, closed at night. Um, Several good reasons for this is more than just a park, which we need a very good park. This would be great, it'd be nice. It would have a bird sanctuary on the northwest corner where trees would be planted for birds to roost in and and reproduce and things like that. The pond would be stocked by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and the water would be controlled. The reasons again is the flood control for stormwater retention capabilities. We already have that. That's what that pond is there for. This would reinforce it. It's already started silting in, so it kind of gives us a two-way street if we can get this done. If we can get it funded for free, that's what we're trying to do. But we would have to dig the pond out more, which would give us more capacity, but it would also hold water all the time, and it would allow us to control the water. We have a gate right now that allows us to let the water out. We have a pipe that lets water come in, flood waters come in. The proposal would be to have a pump that would allow uh, the flood waters from the area that it's supposed to serve. It would allow that to be pumped into the pond instead of just having to come through the pipe. This it would support pollinators and wildlife, um, contribute to urban cooling, improve air and water quality. Anytime you have more trees planted, it helps with the air quality. It'll combat issues like obesity, diabetes, heart disease with being able to exercise and walk or jog or run safely in a controlled environment. It's a hub for community events, family outings, and youth programs. I've already had some of a couple of school teachers talk about would be a good place for a field trip for some of the kids, some of the classes, and it's local. Um, it would attract visitors from neighboring areas, supporting small businesses and local spending. Small concession stand, the bait shop could bring a stream of revenue to help maintain the park and support youth employment or local vendors during the open hours, and especially through the summer when some youth would need the work. It may also raise nearby property values. Having a nice park and pond like that could raise the values of the property around the area. Environmental education through signage about native species, stormwater systems, and local ecology. And then the park can also serve as an outdoor classroom for Truman schools and as a culture venue for festivals and art programs. There's a lot of positives for this potential park. We would again, it would all be money that would be brought in by grants, and all we were asking for is permission to seek these grants. All of these resolutions that were discussed were strictly just asking permission to seek the grants. We can't accept those grants that large until the city council approves accepting the grants, even if we are approved for them. So anyway, that resolution failed 4-3. It had to have at least five votes. We had three council members that were absent, uh, and we had to have at least five to vote. And then I would have been the tie-breaking vote, and I would have voted yes, at least to be able to uh, research and try to find funding for this park that would be free funding. Um, Resolution number 1286. Let me go back to the last one, to the 1285. Uh, my office is always open, and the phone, you can call me at any time. I would love to hear your input. Not an argument. I just like to hear your input. If you think it's a good idea, send me a message, give me a call, come by the office and talk to me. See me out on the streets, talk to me about it. Um, we would need your input. On top of that, we would have a public meeting about it once we started the grant process. So we would take your ideas and things like that. Um, Resolution number 1286. This was for appointing Mike Roach to the Industrial Development Commission. The TIDC requested that Mr. Roach be added, and it passed 7-0. And congratulations to Mr. Roach for being appointed to that position. Resolution number 1287. This is regarding funds to develop for the development of Sunken Land Trail Phase 2. RDOT approved a grant 2 years ago for Phase 1 of the Sunken Lands Trail, which would be a bicycle, walking, jogging, golf cart only trail that would run through the city all the way out to the Sunken Lands, and it would branch off to different points of interest across the city. Again, Phase 1 was already approved and should start construction soon. This was a resolution requesting that we apply for Phase 2 funding from the same grants, a LTAP grant from RDOT. It passed 7-0. And resolution number 1288. This is regarding funding administered by the Arkansas Natural Resources Commission. This is, first of all, again, like the rest of these, is strictly requesting for permission to seek free funding, grants, forgivable loans. Would not cost the city of Trumann a dime, and that was the whole point for getting this money. What this one would be for is to clear everything up, is to connect our water system with the Painway water system. The city of Trumann does not own the city of Painway, never said it did. It was taken out of context. What I said was, and you can see it in the post, that we own Painway and rural water systems. And that meant that we own the Painway water system and the rural water system. Common sense. Um, since we own the Painway water system, it's our responsibility to maintain it. Now, this whole uh, deal here, if we can get this done for free, all we would do is connect the systems, the Painway water system with the rural water system, which is already connected to the Trumann water system, the city. This would be beneficial both ways. The first way is, and part of this project is to put a water tower in Painway, and to put a pump somewhere between Painway and Trumann uh, to up the pressure should we need it. Now, where this is going to help Trumann, if we have another water issue, such as a well going down like we did before, we can open those valves and that water will come from Painway, and we'll still have fresh, clean water, and and the pump would allow us to keep the pressure that we would normally maintain. And it works the other way. Should Painway water go down, we can open those valves and allow water to go in from the Trumann water. So it's a two-way street. Plus the fact, again, it's 100% free money, no taxpayer money going to this. And that was all these resolutions before, was to request permission to seek these grants and this funding. So resolution number 1285 passed 6-1. And then resolution number 1289, and these are resolutions that had to be passed before we could request this funding. So resolution number 1289 was the second part of the resolution or of the project to allow us to pursue these grants. And it passed 5-2 with me being the deciding vote. Now, little controversy. I did not say, okay, it's 5-2. My vote is yes. Uh, I basically is when I got 5-2, I said it passes and put it off to the side. So there's a little question on that. Arkansas Municipal League says that it is considered passed, and that would be with me saying it was passed. That would basically be the same thing as me saying I vote yes. What I'm going to do is the next council meeting, I'm going to bring that one back, and that way, just to clear up any confusion or any controversy, I'm just going to bring it back, let the council vote on it again, and uh, and then we'll hopefully proceed with these searching for these funds. Resolution number 1290 is basically the same thing as the Painway resolutions. The only difference is this is coming from a separate pot of money. It's still free money, still not going to cost the city anything, and it's just given me and our grant writers permission to seek funding. Again, all of this we can deny the funding if we're approved for it. I don't know why we would want to, but we could. Um, but this resolution is to allow us to pursue funding for a filtration system to go into the new clear water tank and treatment facility that is about to be built. And we'll talk about that part in a minute. Um, we had two resolutions on that as well that had to be passed, and both of them passed 7-0. So we don't have any controversy, any issues with that. Um, Another thing that was brought up is I had a company to call me and say, "Hey, we would like to put Truman on a list to build a communications tower. It would be on our property and it would be out by the sewer pond north of the dog pound. It would be a 70 by 70, roughly 70 by 70 square section that they would build this tower. It'd be out of the way. It wouldn't have any effect on us. Um, the company that I spoke with said they believed it was for AT&T. Uh, they um, they represent several different companies in building these towers, and he said he believed it was AT&T that was looking for this. Ultimately, they're going to pay $750 a month with a 1% increase every year on a 50-year lease. It would be 20 years with renewable 5 years leases up to 50-year total. Um, that's just free money. That's money that roughly $9,000+ a year that can be brought into the city for a 70 by 70 piece of ground. So we discussed that, and the council approved to allow me to tell them to put us on the list. Now that we're on the list, they will research it, and then they'll make a decision of where they put that, whether they pick Truman or some other city to put that tower in. Also, 104 East Main Street, that's the old water office building um, on East Main. I requested, it was leased previously, and the person that was leasing it released their lease part. They didn't want it anymore. And so I have requested permission to market 104 East Main and try to sell it. It's not doing the city any good right now. Don't know of anything that we could use it for, and it'd be our best interest if we could sell it and possibly get some kind of a business in there. Would be good. So that was uh, that was also approved by the council. And then we had an update on damage assistance for the storms and the flooding. At the time of the council meeting, um, FEMA had denied, President Trump had denied assistance for these storms. Um, Either later that night or early Wednesday morning, I can't remember which one it was, the president announced that he would allow funding and give funding for storm damages in Arkansas during those that weather event. Now, everybody that come in and said they had damage, their information, their damage, everything was turned in to FEMA, so they have that information. Whether you get paid for it, I don't know. That's going to be up to FEMA. We will contact you as soon as they contact us. If they contact us, they may contact you directly because they have your phone number. Um, but if they contact us, hey, we're going to talk to these people, then we'll get a hold of you and let you know and when and where to talk to FEMA about assistance. And other than that, that was pretty much all we had. We had a couple of proclamations that we were requested by the school to continue to next council meeting, so we will have those at the next council meeting. And then I did my report on what's been going on, what we've got working. And that is talking about the Clearwater tank. It will go to bid this weekend, and it will run for 2 weeks in the state paper. And we will open bids, and we will be accepting bids here at the office, and we'll be opening those bids on on June the 24th at 10 a.m. to see who gets the contract to build and construct the new Clearwater tank and water treatment facility. Which is where the filtration system would go should we get the approved for the money for the funding on that. Again, I'm hoping that they'll go to construction by the end of July and hopefully have it finished by the end of the year. I also received the approval and agreement for our portion of the relocation of our utilities along 69 Highway for the widening project. RDOT will fund 86.04% of our utility relocation, and the city will have to um, uh, fund the other 14% or 13.96%. And and we have that money, and we'll bring up an ordinance next month uh, to allow us to ordinance or resolution to allow me to go ahead and start with the relocation. And hopefully, as soon as we get that done, they are supposed to let the bids out for the widening itself sometime between July and July this year, June of next year. Hopefully, that'll be sooner than later, and they'll get started and get 69 widened. Um, and we appreciate Wayne Menley, the engineer, for doing the research on that and finding out that RDOT should have to pay that percentage, and RDOT agreed. Um, the next thing that we discussed was the Sunken Lands Phase One trail. Hopefully, it's going to begin here soon, the construction of it, and it's going to start at Steel Creek and come across between Walmart and the sports complex and go down to 69 Highway. Possible that could have a branch off that would go into to the walking trail there at TRC. Um, Again, this trail is designed for walkers and joggers, bicyclists, and golf carts only. And as it goes through town, it'll branch off to different locations or points of interest here in town. Um, Phase two, which the resolution has been passed, and so we're going to seek funding for phase two. Phase two would go from 69 Highway to behind the high school, Truman High School, by the baseball fields. If we can get the land and everything secured, the easements done. Um, just as any of these, um, resolutions. Same way with this uh, grant request for uh, phase 2. If we are awarded that grant, we can decline it. Don't know why we would, but we can decline it. We had 3 tornado sirens to go out during the tornado outbreak that we had a month ago. Chief Kemper and I are working with the company to determine if we would be better off to replace them or repair them. And we're also looking for grant funding that might cover those sirens. We've got them insured, but the last word I got from Municipal League was that because it wasn't damaged directly due to the storm, such as lightning or wind, something like that, then insurance wouldn't cover. It was a mechanical issue, not storm damage itself. So anyway, we're going to be searching for grants for that, but we're going to have to replace those tornado sirens, and we're going to try to get that done as soon as possible. We're hoping that the overlaying of the streets that we got the grant for in 2023 will begin soon. Just to recap, those streets are a portion of Pine Street from the fire station south. Um, a portion of that will be overlaid. Summer Avenue, along with Autumn Pass, both of those will be overlaid. Melton from 69 Highway to Carlson Street Underpass will be overlaid. East Main, all the way around Birch and all of Birch, all the way to Speedway, will be overlaid. A portion of Whitlatch will also be overlaid, and that's in this round of grant. I have already applied for the grant for this year, and we're hoping that it's going to go up to $400,000 where previously it was 300,000. And if so, we've got several streets that we've got listed, including all of the streets in Main Place, such as James Paul and all of those there around Browns Lane. We've got those streets listed. We've got the streets around Douglas and Olive and some in that area. We've got those listed as well to be overlaid. Of course, it'll be up to RDOT as to how much, if we get approved for the grant, as to how much they will actually overlay. So that's been done. Um, we are excited to announce that Granny B's restaurant at the side of the old couches will be opening soon, hopefully within the next week or two. And also Shadrack's Coffee is going to be opening, um, maybe as soon as tomorrow. Um, so we're looking forward to both of them and excited about those openings there. Walmart will be having a grand reopening on June the 13th at 9 a.m. We're looking forward to that. We're one of very few Walmarts uh, in the state of Arkansas that got this new remodel, a new updated remodel that they're trying in several locations, and so far it's looking pretty good. Um, and finally, I want to congratulate incoming Mayor's Youth Council President, Marion Moore, who will be going to Boys State. So congratulations, Imarian, EJ as we call him, and excited about next year's youth council and what you and your team will be doing in the area. Now, there's one more thing that I want to discuss. Um, there's a short video that may or may not be going around or may go around. It is a video from a private conversation that I had with another council member. First of all, there was nothing illegal, immoral, or unethical said in that meeting. The meeting was videoed, and we did not realize it. It was unknown by both of us that it was being videoed. That being said, again, nothing was said that was illegal, wrong, unethical, or anything like that. Um, Everybody talks to other people at times about their opinions about certain people or other people. And if you see the video, if it comes out, which is fine, uh, I made statements about my thoughts of what I believed, and I still believe it. I believe that there are certain people that want me to fail, and I refuse to fail. If I fail, the city of Truman fails, and I don't want that to happen for sure. I took this office. I was elected for this office, and I took it with the city of Truman 100% at the forefront of everything that I do. I mean that. I love this city. We have great potential, a lot of great people in this town. And I'm standing here to fight for you and for everyone else. Um, there's been a lot of Facebook uh, posts and social media posts downing me, trashing me, and what I'm doing. And I'm just going to tell you, first of all, I will do absolutely nothing to hurt the city of Truman. If I do something that hurts the city, it was 100% unintentional, and it was with the best intentions and what we thought to be the best for the city of Truman. Financially, we're more stable than we've ever been. We're getting a lot of things done. You're going to see a lot more things getting done in the future uh, because we're looking to move the city of Truman forward into the future. And as I've said from the very beginning, I will not engage in social media wars, social media arguments. It does not help our city one bit. It's a black eye on our city when we do that, and I'm not going to do it. As always, from the day one, my door has been open. You can call me, and I will return your call. It may not be immediately, but I will return your call, or I'll take it right then if I can. I'll answer any question you have about anything we do or anything we've got going on. It may not be the answer you want to hear, but I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you my feelings about it. You can come to my office at any time, and I'll be glad to discuss anything with you. With that being said, keep in mind again, whatever is said on Facebook or social media that trashes me or trashes our city, that's fine. If that's what they want to do, have at it. Um, I am going to worry about our city and worry about moving us forward. Again, come see me out somewhere, talk to me, ask me questions, ideas, um, and we're going to move forward. So, thank you. Have a blessed day. Have a great weekend, great Memorial weekend. And I want to throw this out. Thank you to all of our law enforcement officers. This is National Law Enforcement Memorial Week, especially memorializing Chief Blagg and Officer Schmidt. Uh, we appreciate their service that they gave their life for the city of Truman, and we memorialize them and we thank them, and they were greatly appreciated. And to their families, you're always in our prayers. Again, have a great weekend, have a blessed day, and enjoy.